Most people don't fail to change because they are weak. They fail because their nervous system stopped trusting their own promises, not the big promises, the small ones, the quiet ones no one else hears. And what I'm about to share with you today may be the gentlest way to rebuild that trust, without force, without pressure, and without overwhelming your mind. Your subconscious does not change through intensity. It changes through consistency, through safety, through evidence. Tiny evidence, repeated daily. Your nervous system is not measuring how motivated you feel. It is measuring whether you are safe to believe yourself again. And this is where micro-commitments become powerful, not as a productivity tool, but as a healing signal. Every time you make a small promise to yourself and keep it, something subtle happens inside your brain. Your nervous system relaxes, because from a biological perspective, broken promises create internal threat, even when the promise was made only to yourself. When you say you will do something and you don't, the subconscious mind registers inconsistency. And inconsistency equals unpredictability, and unpredictability equals danger to the nervous system. So it reduces trust, not in the world, in you. This is why many people struggle with manifestation. It is not because they don't visualize enough. It is because their nervous system does not trust their own internal voice. And Hooponopono restores this trust in the most direct way possible. Not by forcing change, but by repairing the relationship between you and yourself. In our previous video on calming public speaking anxiety using Hooponopono, we explored how the nervous system responds not to logic, but to safety signals. And micro-commitments are one of the strongest safety signals you can give yourself, because they prove, through action, that you are reliable to your own nervous system, not through intensity, through gentleness. Let me explain this in a simple way. Imagine a child who was repeatedly told, "I will come back for you," but the parent did not return on time. Over time, the child stops believing the words, even if the parent eventually means well, because trust is not built on intention. It is built on consistency. Your subconscious mind works the same way. It does not believe what you say. It believes what you repeat. So when you make a tiny promise and keep it, your subconscious begins to soften. Slowly, it begins to listen again. And when Hooponopono is combined with micro-commitments, something deeper happens. Because Hooponopono removes the emotional resistance that previously blocked trust, it clears the memory of disappointment stored inside your nervous system. So now, I want you to experience something, not mentally, physically. Right now, make one tiny promise to yourself, not something difficult, something almost effortless. It could be something as simple as placing your hand gently on your heart and saying, internally, "I am here." Pause and just feel the contact. No force, no pressure. Your nervous system is paying attention, not to the words, to the follow-through. This is how healing begins, not in dramatic transformation, but in quiet reliability. There was someone I worked with who struggled with emotional exhaustion. They had tried affirmations. They had tried visualization. They had tried motivation. Nothing stayed consistent. They told me something very honest. They said, "I don't believe myself anymore." Not because they were weak, but because over years they had made promises to change and couldn't sustain them. Their nervous system had learned not to trust their own intention. So we didn't start with big goals. We started with one micro commitment. Every morning, they would sit on the edge of their bed and whisper hooponopono once. Just once. No pressure to feel anything. Just one repetition. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's all. It took less than 30 seconds. But something unexpected happened after 2 weeks. They told me they started feeling calmer without trying. Not happier, not euphoric, just calmer. Because their nervous system had begun to relearn consistency, not from force, from safety. This is how subconscious rewiring actually works. Not through intensity, through predictability. Your nervous system is constantly asking one silent question: can I trust you? Not trust you to achieve everything, trust you to stay, trust you to be consistent, trust you not to abandon yourself again. And micro-commitments answer that question every day. So let me show you how the micro-commitment ladder works. Not as a rigid structure, but as a gentle progression. In the beginning, the commitment must be so small, it feels almost unnecessary. Because the goal is not achievement, the goal is rebuilding trust. For the first few days, your only commitment may be one hooponopono repetition per day. Just once, not 10 times, not perfectly, just once. And each day, you attach it to something that already happens. When you wake up, when you drink water, when you sit down. This is called anchoring. Your nervous system learns faster when healing is attached to existing safety patterns. And over time, the ladder grows naturally. Not because you force it, because trust expands capacity. As trust builds, your nervous system allows slightly deeper commitments, not out of obligation, out of readiness. You may begin to notice something subtle. A reduction in internal resistance. Tasks feel less heavy, not because they changed, because your nervous system no longer perceives yourself as unpredictable. This is the hidden barrier most manifestation teachings miss. Manifestation is not blocked by lack of belief. It is blocked by lack of internal trust. And trust is not created through affirmations. It is created through kept promises, even tiny ones, especially tiny ones. Now I want you to try something again, quietly, without moving much. Just notice your breathing, no need to change it. Just notice it, and internally repeat hooponopono once. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and then stop. Do nothing else. This pause is important, because this is where your nervous system integrates safety. Not through repetition, through completion. Completion tells your nervous system the action is finished, the promise was kept, and this creates neurological closure. Closure reduces internal tension. This is why incomplete intentions create anxiety, and completed micro-commitments create calm. Over time, this calm becomes your new baseline. Not forced calm, earned calm. There is something else that happens as micro-commitments accumulate. Your subconscious begins to identify you differently. Not as someone who tries and fails, but as someone who follows through. Identity changes not through declarations, through evidence. Your brain constantly updates its self-image based on repeated actions, not based on what you wish, based on what you do consistently. And when hooponopono is present during these moments, it removes emotional friction. It clears past disappointment. It reassures the nervous system that it is safe to trust again. This is why even 30 seconds per day can begin shifting your internal state. Because you are not forcing transformation. You are restoring internal reliability. This reliability affects everything. your ability to manifest, your ability to stay calm under pressure, your ability to feel emotionally safe in your own mind, your ability to move forward without internal resistance, and something even deeper happens. Your nervous system begins to reduce hypervigilance. Because unpredictability decreases, safety increases. When safety increases, creativity increases, clarity increases, energy increases. Not because you pushed yourself, because your system stopped protecting you from yourself. Most people think discipline creates change, but nervous system trust creates sustainable change. Discipline without safety creates resistance. Safety creates natural discipline. This is why micro commitments are so powerful. They work with your nervous system, not against it. Over the next 30 days, you can build this trust gently, not by forcing yourself to climb, but by allowing yourself to step, one tiny step at a time. Each day, one hooponopono repetition, one tiny promise, one completed moment of self-trust. And as this continues, something quiet begins to return. Self-respect, not forced, remembered. You begin to feel safe relying on yourself again. And when this happens, manifestation becomes a side effect, not something you chase, something that flows through alignment, because your subconscious is no longer resisting you, it is supporting you. If you feel ready, you can begin today, not tomorrow, not with intensity, with gentleness. Choose one tiny promise, something so small your nervous system does not resist it, and keep it. Then tomorrow, keep it again. And if you would like support during this process, you are welcome to join our WhatsApp community. It is a safe space where we share healing practices, guidance, and updates on group healing sessions and certification programs for those who feel called to help others heal. You can also explore individual healing sessions or read the ebook if you feel ready to go deeper into subconscious clearing and nervous system restoration. But for now, nothing else is required. Just one promise, one moment, one gentle repetition. And before you leave, I want you to complete something important. Not for me, for your nervous system. Comment one tiny promise you are willing to keep today, not something big, something gentle, something honest. Because the moment you keep it, your healing begins.